Welcome to episode 14 of Meal Prep with Coach LJ. We are in our last episode of phase 1. Next week we'll be carrying you all to phase 2. All right, now last week we had you guys guess how many macros were in all of our meals total. And so I had some of you comment and private message me with your macro count, and the winner is Amanda Floyd. Great job, Amanda. She was just a few off, but she was the closest, so she gets a shirt. And mindset is everything. That's not just in the gym, that is in the kitchen, that is in life. So Amanda, make sure you get your shirt this week from the gym, and great job on figuring out those macros. All right, on to our meals for this week. Let's look at the chalkboard. We have 7 meals instead of 8, so just a little bit different, and you'll see that some things have more macros or less macros, but the overall macro count is still the same as the last 3 weeks. Now, before I actually go into these meals, I also said last week that I would tell you guys about a fabulous app that I just discovered that you might want to look into. And that app is the RP Diet app. A lot of people in CrossFit already know about RP and that particular diet. They've even paid before and gotten their template so they would know their personal macros. You can still do that, or you can still have a nutritionist that you can check in with. But now RP has created an app that's $14.99 a month, and you enter all your information in it, and it sets your macros and your meals for you. So everything's extremely easy to keep up with. It sends you reminders when you have to eat and tells you to eat that meal within 45 minutes. It makes you check in your meals and tell if you met your macros or if you were over or under. It makes you weigh in 2 times a week. So it keeps you on track a lot by you just entering your information and then sending you these reminders, and you get to keep up with your meals really easily that way. So if you've been looking for something, I know we've talked about MyFitnessPal in the past where you can enter things, but now this app actually does reminders for you and sets your macros for you according to your weight, height, goals, and lots of other things that go into factor. But it does set it for you. So check that app out. Like I said, it's $14.99 a month. You do get 2 weeks of a free trial, so you might just want to try it out for 2 weeks for free and then decide if you like it. But if you've been following this, you've been trying to hit your macros even with Paleo, then that is a wonderful, wonderful app to be using. So check it out, you guys. All right, this week's meals didn't change. Meal 1, that's just kind of standard. Wake up and have that protein shake. You can have the MCT oil again in your shake or in your coffee if you're a coffee drinker. Meal 2, this week we are going to have a veggie egg scrambler. We don't have any meat in it because our protein is the egg whites, and it's egg whites only. There's no yolk in the scrambler. And then meal 3, we have our cauliflower chicken sandwich with fruit. And yes, I showed this last week, and I actually wanted to mix it up with a flatbread, but that didn't come in, so we're just sticking to the sandwich. And then meal 4 is a yogurt that I will show you that's paleo friendly, a different one than I showed you last week. You're going to add powdered almond butter in this one though, with an extra scoop of protein and some fruit, and I will show you that. Meal 5 and 6 is actually combined this time. It is your recovery shake, but you're going to drink 1/4 of it during your strength of your workout, and then the rest is after, along with 5 grams of almond butter to get just a tad bit of fat afterwards. We don't want fat before, we want the fat after the workout. And then our last meal of the day this week is going to be grilled chicken with sweet potato tots and that are baked and okra. Okay, so let's take a look at those items. Didn't show the protein shake. I've seen that 14 times now, so you're good. This is our veggie egg scrambler here. Again, that is egg whites only. So I just bought in the carton the egg whites only, measured that out, put spinach in here, mushrooms, and then dice up tomatoes, onions, and peppers. So great breakfast to have there that's very, very filling. Okay, moving on, this is what I showed similar to last week. This is that cauliflower sandwich thins. Again, this is, you can get from Outer Aisle, and here's the nutritional content. So you make it just like your sandwich. You can put mustard on there, your deli meat chicken, and get that from the deli sliced, not the processed kind. And then you've got your onions or tomatoes or lettuce, whatever you want to put on there. And then we have fruit. Now the fruit, measure that out. This did come from Publix, and I love how it's already portioned out. This is still too much at lunchtime. So about half of this then, and then the other half is gonna go into meal 4. So meal 4 is just a snack. This is a paleo friendly yogurt. Wonderful yogurt here. You will notice that it needs more carbs in it, and that we needed more protein for sure. So we add a scoop of protein, and then we add our other fruit that we didn't eat at lunch to this. And then also we're adding, just to thicken it up a little bit, our almond butter powder. Okay, and this is the Barney's brand. There's a few other brands out there, but this is a good brand to try. There's one other paleo-friendly yogurt that I'll be showing you next week, which will give you 3 options of paleo yogurts that you can have for snacks. All right, then we have that recovery shake. So I'm showing you again, I think I've shown this before, our protein that we use for recovery. This is one option. Progenics is another good option. Just always look at your nutritional content and make sure that those things add up to what you need. Now for a carb, you can, I've shown you the core drink before, you can use that. Or this is your powdered carb, which is Vitargo. This one is unflavored, but you can get the flavor kind and make it more like a smoothie drink. You're not going to use the whole scoop because I believe the whole scoop is 70. So you just want to use about, depending on your macros, but this particular athlete is about 35 grams afterwards. Remember I said we want a little fat. So this is something new that I just discovered and tried and shared with my athletes at the gym, and they really, really like it. This is made by Charlie in the Peanut Butter Factory. Some of these in the sampler packet, because we got the sampler packet, is peanut butter. They also have almond butter. So you can see the key here, and this is all different types of flavored peanut butter or almond butter that they have. So you might see some of your favorites on here, like Reese's, M&M's, even Fruity Pebbles, donuts, wedding cake, which I did not leave to share. But I've had, like I said, lots of people try, and they seem to enjoy it. There's even Oreo in there. It's already portioned out. So this right here is a perfect portion just to have with your shake right after your workout, because you don't need but a very few grams of fat afterwards, and you can see on there that it's very minimal. So just a little bit, I think it's 3 grams in that. All right, and then our last meal is our grilled chicken. So just throw your meat on there on the grill on maybe Sunday and grill everything for the week. These are baked sweet potato tots. Nothing is added to them. And then this is fresh okra from the farmer's market. I just cut it up. All that was seasoned with, no oil, didn't want fat. So all that's seasoned with is garlic powder, salt, and pepper, and done on the stovetop in the skillet. Obviously your frying pan. But this is all of your meals. You can see this is very, very simple. I think this was the easiest week yet. This all just took like an hour and I was done. So some things that are simple, cheap, and easy. All right, you guys, so a couple things. Make sure you check out that app, and make sure you tune in next week for episode 15, where we go into phase 2.